Hey everybody, I'm RoguePro1. Yeah, this is my new channel. It's going to be mostly about TCGs. A little bit of introduction to me, about who I am and what my gaming background past. I originally, back in my wee days, I started off playing the Pokemon TCG. I love the fucking video games. I don't care what anybody else thinks. They're really cool. They've been going for about 10 years plus. From there, I moved on to Yu-Gi-Oh! I played that for a little while back when I was around in its heyday. When Season 1 started, airing on TV. Fucking, that was just the best. Season 2 wasn't really that far behind it, but Season 1 was just fucking kick-ass. I played that for a little bit. It was easier back then, and it still is now, to just buy the video game instead of spending all your fucking money on the cards. It's not really anywhere near as big as here as what it is over there. If you haven't already guessed yet, I'm Australian. I live in Newcastle, which is about an hour's drive north of Sydney. That's where I grew up. Sorry, my bad. I grew up in Newcastle, which is an hour's drive north of Sydney, and I currently live in Armidale, which is a really cold fucking area. It's like in the minuses in the winter, so it's really cold. But yeah, I played. From in a timeline, I started off on Pokemon TCG. I moved over to Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little while. Then my first real foray into card gaming was Magic the Gathering. I played Magic the Gathering at my locals, went to tournaments and shit like that. That was really good. I'm in a really fucking boring night job, so a lot of the time I'm either on YouTube or I'm, on forums, just looking at stuff. I don't comment much, and I took an interest in deck design and analysing the meta. I love rogue decks. If you don't know what rogue decks are, it's a term commonly used in Magic. There are probably some people out there who know who Connolly Woods is on channelfireball.com. Go read his stuff. He's really, really fucking good if you like Magic. He has some great ideas. And then about a year or two I started getting on YouTube and looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Again and thought, fuck, this is not half bad. There's a really fucking big following, overseas about these sorts of card games. So after a while I thought, fuck it, I'll put up my own channel. I don't own any Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I play the World Championship games and the Dueling Network, and I look at the meta a lot. I look at a lot of cards. In the videos that I make, you'll be looking at decks, that are either on the outskirts, that have potential. Also, how the actual meta game itself, how certain decks can be beaten and stuff like that. We'll be doing that too. But I'm a really big fan of all sorts of different decks. I really don't like it when people get along there and say, oh, this fucking deck sucks, because it's got no support or whatever. I don't give a fuck about that, people want to play all sorts of different decks, For every person that hates on fucking Watts or Worms or fucking whatever it is, there's 20 fucking people that love it because it's not some deck that tops all the time. So yeah, the little guys, they're all there. They all have a chance. You've just got to look at the decks and look at the format. And you can either play them cards or you can try your own thing. You don't always have to go for the best. Six Samurais is the most recent example of this. The deck's successful, it's fucking broke. It gets hit a few times and people hate on the thing, man. Tengu, 2 months, fuck. A couple of months ago, Tengu was a fucking kick-ass card, People loved it, they were saying all this great shit about it, and then now it's like, fucking, they want it to burn in the fires of fucking hell. People want it gone because it sees too much fucking play, So, yeah. There'll be a lot of discussion, but primarily, it's all in the username, really. I'm a rogue. I like different ideas. I like experimenting, fucking around. You got crazy, funky, fucked up ideas that just, if you're playing a deck basically to have a lot of fun and to amuse the fuck out of the person across the road on the other side of the table, then that's great. I'm down for that shit. That's fucking good stuff, like combo decks. You go up to some guy, you say, you want a game? You want to get your deck out? You say, you put your deck down, you get one, and it's like, you start playing your cards, and the price, the look on people's faces, the interactions, it's fucking priceless. That's the best thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Some of the best things about it, you know, is testing. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. This is an introduction. You know, same as what everybody else says. I'm not gonna fucking, you know, push you to fucking sub to me channel or whatever. I don't really give a fuck. You know, subscribe, thumbs it up, talk shit in the fucking comment section. Yeah, do what you like. You know, I don't care. You know, but you know, usually, generally speaking, you know, I'm just gonna be out there with some ideas. You know that. You know, that's just me. You know, I'm not into hating on people or talking trash or fucking any of that other shit. That's not my game. My game is to say, hey, look, here's some good cards. You know, here's some good decks. Here's some fun decks. You know, fucking, you know, enjoy. You know, and if you know, sometimes when you're playing a card game, it's best just to get a deck that you fucking love to play. Who cares if it fucking wins? It helps if it wins. That's great. That's really good. But sometimes it's just best just to have a deck that you can enjoy playing. You know, that you can sit around and have fun with your friends. You know, sometimes when you play really competitive decks all the time, you know, 6 Sabres, X Sabres rather, you know, 6 Sams, you know, Tengu Plants, you know, they get the shits with you. And they don't want to fucking play you no more. And it might not because it's probably not because they're just casual. They might be competitive players, but they don't want to play against them decks all the time. Have fun with people, man. Just fucking enjoy the game, you know. Fuck. That's half the fun, man. Sure, if you're going to a competitive tournament, sure, fucking suit up and kick some ass. But otherwise, yeah, that's, you know, that's enough from me. That's an intro. That's just some of my thoughts on the game. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. All right. Peace. I'm out.